Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Pete here. It is mid-August, and I'm going to go check my fig trees. I went away on a vacation for a couple weeks, and so I haven't checked the trees in a while, and just been busy doing some other things anyway. So they should have some fruits. You know, it's mid-August. You'd think they'd have some fruits around this time of year, so let's go check it out. All right, this is a fig that I found, or not found, but a fig that came from the old Fano farmhouse, which is where I spent some time when I was just a baby in Beaverton. And turns out it's a honey fig. I did eat one of these figs earlier. Tastes like a, sort of standard honey fig type flavor, but it's producing some figs for me this year. I call that Fano farmhouse unknown. This tree's looking really good. This is Martinenca ramata. Looking, getting some really nice size on it. And you can see the striped figs there. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. There's some more figs. Not looking like they're close to being ripe though. This is Papone. Again, this tree's doing pretty good. All the trees in this area here doing pretty good. The soil here, you'll see that the soil makes a big difference, and the soil in this area is pretty decent. So these trees are doing pretty good. Lots of figs on this as well, but also not looking close to being ripe. So keep moving. Not sure what this is. This is Coldedom mutante. Of course, a very tasty fig, and needs a little more time as well. But the tree's getting really big. And I got some more over here, a little more shaded over here, so these aren't growing quite as well. Oh, but look at this. I think I got some ripe figs over here. Let's see what this is. Oof. Right, gotta be careful not to get pricked by these blackberry bushes. Whoa. Look at that. Looks kind of spoiled though. Lots and lots of ants on that. I don't know about that one. Let me grab this one. This one's looking maybe like a little better condition. It's a nice looking fig. Again, a lot of ants on it. Ants are really going crazy for that nectar there. Try to blow them off. Let me see what this is. Oh, this is San Miguel Rojo. Also sometimes called Azores Dark. And here's another one. Yeah, these are looking really good. I'm unsure if these are spoiled though. We'll see. I'll have to open those up and see. I'm not really sure. The nectar being so liquidy kind of makes me think they might be spoiled inside. Maybe got some pests inside there. But I'll know once I open it up. So just keep taking a look here at this area. This is another, let's see what this is. I think this is another striped fig. Oh, Parachal ramata, yeah. Well, that one fig was so liquidy, I actually just dropped it because it was just leaking all over me. I'm not sure that those others will be any good. Let's see what we got here. This is Regado del Salento. You can tell I put a lot of the striped figs over here in this area. These figs are getting closer, but not there yet. Just a small tree. Ooh, what's this? This is what is this? Moro de Caneva. Okay. Not quite ripe. Yeah, not quite ripe. Getting close though. Getting close. This was a pretty big tree, and I had it up there on the hill, and it got a lot of damage from, I think, voles over the winter. But it seems like it's coming back. And I moved it, of course. It was planted somewhere else. So we'll see how that does. It might recover. Looks like it's recovering. Another tree here. This one struggled. That's Labritia. See what else we got here. I'm not sure what tree that is. Another one that I think I planted this one more recently. What is that? Black Zadar. Yeah, I moved that, is what happened. Here we have Sumaki. Got another tree kind of growing up next to it. I need to cut that down. Good size in the tree. Not a lot of figs this year, though. I need to take these shade cloths down, but these trees are doing well. I planted these just a few months ago. Several trees here. It's another one. Yeah, these are all doing well. This one, I think I planted this one last year. Yep. Still growing. I need to get my, I'm gonna fertigate, that is add fertilizer to the water that I used to irrigate them with. And when I do that, I think I'm really gonna see a lot of improvement in terms of growth. I think some of this soil, they just don't get a lot of nutrients from it. So definitely interested in doing that. Just haven't got around to it. You know, I put so much time and effort into getting the citrus nursery going, but I just haven't been able to get a lot of these things done that I wanted to get done with the other parts of the property. So, but anyway, let's keep looking around here. This is Col de Dame Blanc, I believe. A lot of good growth, a lot of figs, just not quite ripe yet. And then here, ooh, look at this. I might have a ripe fig here. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm not sure what this is. Let me see what this is. I think this is, let me see. There we go. Yeah, the Barra Branca. Okay, let's see this. I think that, maybe it could use another day, too, but I probably won't come out here in a day or two, so I'll just go ahead and pick it. All right, some other trees here that are still pretty small. Skip over those. Okay, looks like we got some more figs here. What is this? I think this is, let me just check. Yeah, Big Petite. Oh yeah, several figs. Oh yeah. Grab a couple of those. I think that other one needs just a little more time. Okay. And this is Nerucciolo de Elba, which has a little bird nest. There was a bird in there. So the bird gets to nest amongst the figs. Several ripe figs right there by the bird nest. Oh, look at that. There's some babies in there. Look at that. Some babies in the bird nest. Hold on. You see it? There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll leave those alone. That's Nerucciola d'Alba. Got few little birdies in there. Let's see what else we got here. That's a good size tree. Can't remember what that is. I think that's LSU champagne. That's what that is. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Lots of figs here. What is this? Oh, that's ripe. Yeah, several figs. Ooh, that looks good. But it's been eaten or something. What else we got? Oh, what is this anyway? Pastiliere. Oh, nice. All right, well, let me go take these back up to the house because I didn't bring a bag or anything. I'm gonna lose track of which ones are which. Oh, I'll come back out and get the rest. All right, here is the San Miguel Rocho. And if you can see the colors right, you can probably tell that it is a little spoiled. You can see the brown there in the center. And so I'm not gonna eat this, although it does look pretty juicy. And unfortunate that one is spoiled, but I'll just toss that. So there we go. Okay, so here we have the Pastiliere fig. Looks pretty typical of Pastiliere. Kind of a small roundish shape to the fig. Let me cut it open. I think this one will be ripe and probably, well, I don't expect it to be spoiled at all. Okay, so here's the inside of Pastiliere. Looks fabulous. Just right. I think that'll taste fantastic. Try it out. Oh yeah, wow. Probably the best fig I've had so far this year. Haven't had a lot of figs yet, I should say. In fact, this might be the first main crop fig I've had, actually. I was out of town for a couple weeks, so I just came back. Had some Breba earlier this season, but I think this is actually the first main crop fig I've had. Okay, so here we have Petit Albique. This fig's looking pretty good. It looks like just starting to spoil ever so slightly in the center there. You can see a little bit of discoloring, but this should still taste good. So let me try this one. No, got a little bit of that sourness to it from the spoilage. That's unfortunate. But I do have another one, so let me grab the other one. Okay, here's the other one, and this one's looking definitely not spoiled. Maybe could have gotten just a little bit riper, but I think this will be just fine. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Petit Albique, nice fig. It's been productive for me. It was a fig that I liked a lot on the East Coast, and continues to put out good tasting figs here, California. All right, so here we have Barbera Branca, and this one's looking good. When I picked it, I thought maybe it could use another day or two, but I don't know that would have really helped it. I think it may have just spoiled if I left it out there. So let me try this. Wow. All right, well, surprisingly good flavor. It didn't look like much, but it had a good taste. So look forward to trying more of those as the season progresses. Okay, let's head back out. Yeah, I had to put my phone in the freezer for a few minutes because it was it's so hot out, and the phone, when it's recording, it gets hot, and it was shutting down on me. So I had to throw it in the freezer for a few minutes to cool it off. It is very hot out here in the summer. I thought about maybe recording this later in the day, once it cools off a little bit, but I don't know, just felt like doing it right now, so I'll try to make it work. Let's go down where we left off. I think it was over by the Pastiliere tree. Okay, so I mentioned before about soil quality and that makes a big difference. And this is an area where I'm really having an issue with soil quality, because this was fill. When I created this greenhouse pad, this was just decomposed granite fill material. So there's not a lot of good topsoil here, and it's really had an impact, I think, on the growth of the trees. They're just not growing as well here. So again, I'm going to get this fertilizing setup going. Haven't quite gotten there yet, but once I do that, I think I'm going to see a lot better growth on all these trees here. This has been again an area that just has I think suffered from suffered from poor soil quality. Yeah, and you can see these trees just aren't growing real well. I do have some over here near the closer to the pond as well. Maybe these are a little bigger. Let's take a look at these. Oh, there's one over there. Yeah. Oh, it's got a lot of figs on it for a little tree. The neighbor's dog's barking. Annoying. Yeah. Just not seeing a lot of growth in these trees. Let me see if there's any figs here. This looks spoiled. I thought there was one over here, but maybe it fell off. I don't see it anymore. Okay, let's go take a walk over here. Now this area over here, in contrast to that area on the hill, has some, I think, pretty good soil. And so that I've seen quite a bit of good growth here in this little area here. So this is, I think, Great Black. Not a lot of figs, but growing really well. This tree's looking nice. A couple of figs that are almost ripe. Not quite. I'm not sure. Oh, this is Green Misturinska. Yeah. Okay, and this tree is really big. What is this? Sesac. Which there was some genetic analysis done on this recently that indicated this is identical to the Smith fig, which seemed to be some pretty good analysis. But regardless of whether they're exactly identical or not, they are very similar. This fig here looks pretty good. Let me see if there's any others. It's a pretty big tree. I don't see any other ripe figs right now. Yeah. Okay, so this fig tree here, I actually grafted on a few scions, and a lot of the scions didn't take. It was summer, and I think the scions weren't super fresh, but a few of them did. So what I need to do is trim back all this additional growth. This is a wild fig tree here, so I want to trim back all this just excess growth from the wild fig, and try to get the growth to focus on those scions that I cut, or that I grafted on. Yeah. It looks kind of looks kind of like kind of looks like a mess. Ugh. Okay. So there's a fig tree in here somewhere. Here it is. So this is really an interesting one. Usually when trees are growing outside in the ground, they're getting good nourishment and stuff, they don't have this FMV like this. And this is, in fact, I think the only fig tree I have like this. And this is Shia Black, which is known for having FMV. And sure enough, it does. Looks like I got a couple figs here. Let me grab these. Okay, that's a Shia Black. Those look like those might be pretty good. Ugh. So even though it has FMV, you know, it's still producing figs, it's still growing well. It just kind of looks ugly, you know. All right, and this one, what is this? Oh, this is Calderona de Minor. Yeah, those are going to be some good figs once they mature. I planted a bunch of pretty good trees down here in this area. So I'm glad that these are growing well. I'm not sure what this is, and there's so many blackberries there, I don't really want to get into it. This is a striped fig. Oh, this is a Bordesat Negra Ramada. Yeah, kind of a smaller tree. You know, it's known as a slow grower, but also known for having very good figs, very good tasting figs. Okay, and then I've got one here. I don't know. Not sure what this is. Yeah, I don't see the, oh, I think the name tag was like over here off the side, if I remember right. But I can't find it, so I'm not too worried about it. There's no ripe figs on that one anyway. I've got a map that labels all of them, so it's not like I don't know what it is if I can't find the tag. Okay, so yeah, no figs on that one. Let me cross over here. All right. Yeah, well, that tree's growing all right, but I don't see any figs on that either. So let me head out of here. So unfortunately, just a couple figs off this area. Oh, whoa, look at this. This is Calderona de Minor. I didn't see these figs back here. Yeah, that one doesn't look good. But that one's almost ripe. Not quite though. I don't want to pick it because it's not quite ripe. Oh, and there's one over here too. Yeah, that's close. Okay. Well, those are not quite ripe, unfortunately. But they're getting real close. And I don't know that Calderona de Minor is like an early fig, even though those figs are ripening. It's just that it is in a very good location. That area's got good soil. It gets good sun. You know, all my trees are irrigated. So, you know, I think those factors are making it be more productive and maybe ripen the figs when other trees are not. So let's look over here. Okay, we're getting up close to the greenhouse. So this is one of my favorite figs, and look at this. Looks like the alpacas have been eating this. But look at this. Oh, I hope that's not spoiled. Wow, it's looking really good. This is Ondata. Again, one of my favorite figs. Just gonna go ahead and pick that one too. Whoops, dropped it. Look at that. Okay, yeah, Ondata. It's just a really high quality fig, really good tasting. And I think many growers are recognizing that this is a top tasting variety. So I'm excited to try those Ondata figs. See what else we got up here. I don't know if we have any more figs up here. Again, this hillside, soil's not great. I gotta get that fertilizer going. I mean, they're all surviving. They're just not thriving. Doing some construction here in the greenhouse. I will I'll give an update on the greenhouse on my other channel. I have another channel called Pig and Fig Citrus Nursery, and that really is the main business that I'm doing here, is the citrus nursery. And so that's where I'm going to be putting all the citrus videos and nursery type videos. But the fig videos I've decided to keep here on the FigLife channel. Okay, so now I'm in this little shaded area here under these oak trees. Kind of nice area to be when it's hot out. And I've got some alpacas, as you can see. There's one there, and there's one sticking his head over that rock. And I don't know, mixed bag with the alpacas. I got them because I wanted to have some animals that would eat the grass and the things like that, which they are doing to an extent. But they also have eaten some of the trees, which I'm not super happy about. But we'll see. I'm just continuing to evaluate the alpacas. So this tree here that the alpacas have munched on recently, it looks like. This is a variegated CDA tree. It does have the variegated leaves, as you can tell, and it produces variegated fruit as well, and variegated wood. So this is a pretty neat tree. There are not a lot of trees that have the leaves like that, and I have not noticed any reversion at all on this, which is a common issue when you do have something that throws out leaves like this. A lot of times they'll revert pretty quickly, but this one seems to be pretty stable. And I've got two of these trees. I've got this one, and then I've got one down here, and almost killed this thing. I got cuttings of this a few years back, almost killed it a couple times, at least twice, but finally got these things kind of established here. And you can see some fruits on this one. You can see the variegation on the fruits, and the CDA fig gets pretty big. So I'm excited to see, a fully mature fig from this tree, because it'll be the biggest variegated fig I've ever seen, which is kind of cool. So like that other area I showed, this area has pretty good soil, and so I've seen some pretty good growth in this area from pretty much all these trees. Just looking for some figs here. Looks like there's some figs on this one. Looks like some animals have been eating it. I don't know what this is. What is this? Let me look and see. This is Malta Black. Okay, yeah, the ants and whatnot have really been chowing down on this Malta Black. So let me take a turn by picking some of these. Oops, kind of ripped that one apart. Boy, there's a bunch of these here ripening. Of course, Malta Black is known for being pretty early, so it's not surprising that I've got a bunch of these ripening. Wow, a lot of these ripening. There's some more over here. Okay, I just got to pick these. A lot of times people try to wait until they're perfectly ripe, but I don't come out and pick my figs very often. I just have too many things going on. Hold on, let me put these in my pocket. Just got too many things going on. So, if I don't pick them now, I might not be out here until next week or something, So I might as well just pick them. Because if I don't pick them, it'll just be the ants eating these things. You're getting a lot of these, my goodness. I'll just pick these. What are you barking at, buddy? All right, let me put these in my pocket. I'm gonna have a pocket full of Malta Blacks. Wow. It's like 10 or 12, maybe more than that. Yeah. Oh my goodness, there's some more down here. Just take these, yep. Okay, we have a Malta Black feast today. All right, let's finish looking. See what, it's a lot of figs on this one, wow. That thing's loaded. That tree's looking really good. I don't see any ripe figs though. So, oh wait, nope. What is that? Let me check this again. I think this is white Algere. That one actually does look ripe. Doesn't look real good, but I think it's ripe. And it's hot, because right here in the sun. Here's another. This one's covered in ants. Just gonna toss that one. Yeah, this is white Algere. Let me check over there, because those kind of look like they might be ripe. Sometimes with the green figs, you know, it's harder. It's a little harder to tell when they're ripe. That looks rotten. Oh yeah, here's some right here. 1, 2, 3. This is no good here. Okay, I got maybe 4 figs off this tree. Oh, some more down here. Put that one. That one's no good. That one might be good. Let me take that. Okay. Yeah, it's a decent harvest there. My pockets are getting full. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, whoa, look at this. I believe this is Bourgeois Saute Noir. Oh, no. Violet de Solis. Yeah. Well, these are getting close. It's just not quite ready. Not quite ready. This tree's looking really good, though. Good location. Lots of sun, good soil. Ooh, look at these. That's a big one. Oh, this is, what's the name of this one? I know which one this is, and something was eating that. I know which one this is, and the name is just escaping me. Oh, here's one right here, a ripe one. Nice. Oh, I'm excited for this one. Oh, yeah, Black Manzanita. Yep. The name was escaping me. But a lot of figs. Ooh, this one looks really ripe. Oh yeah. That's gonna be an all-star right there. Oh my goodness. So many figs. You know, my trees are just getting big enough that I'm starting to get some actual harvests here. Oh, boy, that's so close to being ripe. I'm gonna just take that one. You know what, I'm gonna have to go back up and come back out because there's too many here. I'm not gonna be able to keep track of them. Wow, look at that. Look at all these Black Manzanitas. That's so cool. I've not really had a good harvest yet. Until today. Yeah, wow. There's so many figs here in this tree. Amazing. Okay, I've got too many. Both my pockets are full. My hands are full. Let me go dump these back at the house, and then I'll come back out, finish up. Okay, so this is that one that Black Manzanita that I thought was going to be an all-star. And turns out there's a little bit of spoilage there in the center, so I don't know that this is going to taste any good, but let me try it. Maybe if I just eat around the edges. Oh yeah, the edges are very good. I only feel like eating the center though. Oh, let me see if I can find a good one, because I got a bunch of black manzanita figs. Yeah, I don't know. The others aren't quite as ripe. You know, it's tough because they're either not quite ripe, or then they're ripe, but the center kind of spoils a little bit. Sometimes it's just a little tough to get some fig varieties to ripen properly in this climate, despite the you know, the idea that figs grow perfectly in Sacramento. Yeah, it's a little underripe. Well, I'll keep trying that one. Okay, so next up I have Malta Black, and this is the tree that had just a bunch of ripe figs on it. And unlike the black manzanita, these ones appear to be ripened all the way through. Not much spoilage, not much lack of ripeness. So these should taste good. Yeah, those are really good. Good fig, Malta Black for sure. Okay, so here is white Algere. I grabbed a couple of them. I just put it on this t-shirt here that I'll use as a plate. Yeah, it looks pretty good actually. Let me give it a shot. Yeah, that is pretty good. Yeah, wow. Very tasty. Maybe the best fig I've had so far. I do like the, you know, Adriatic types. Usually a little later in the year. This one's got kind of a real chewy skin to it. But, yeah, I got a few ripe ones already. Mid-August. Okay, so this is the Ischia Black. And really nice color to this fig. No spoilage. This looks really good. Well, yeah, that was a phenomenal flavor. Really tasty. Yeah, so the tree may be a little bit ugly, but it does produce tasty figs. All right, and now for Ondata. I had two of them, but the other one was a little spoiled, so I'll try this one here. Yeah, really good. Good taste. Ondata. All right, let's go finish up the fig walk. You know, I could bring a basket, but then I would forget which figs are which, so it's okay. Just make a few trips. Almost done. Just got a few more to look at, including my biggest trees, which happen to be in the chicken coop. And I think the chicken fertilizer has had something to do with their growth. So let me just check these ones outside the chicken coop first. Got a few more here. See if I see any figs on these. It's Colonel Littman's Black Cross. Not seeing any figs on that. And then, let's see what we've got here. And not seeing any ripe ones there. Back over here. I cleared this area out. I used to have some figs here. I cleared that out. I'm gonna plant some citrus there. It's a nice spot for citrus. Okay. Got a bunch of I was wondering what that was. Okay, this is I think this is white Madeira. It's like covered in weeds. I really need to do some work on clear some of this out. Oh my goodness. Mess. Lots to do. Okay, this is Dalmati. Some big green fig. Take a little more time for those to grow. Oh my goodness, look at that. I need my, look at that, unbelievable. I'm trying to get rid of these things because they're really destructive. They just dig holes everywhere. There he goes, running around. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Wow. This is cherry cordial. Look at that. Very nice. This is my first cherry cordial figs. Obviously, I haven't checked it in a while because I got a bunch of them. These are supposed to be really good, and I've never had one. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna have a lot of them today. They've got kind of this distinctive neck on them. This is supposed to be a hybrid of Ficus palmata. I tried growing this in Virginia and the tree grew, but I never really got any fruits off of it. But I'm definitely getting fruits here in Sacramento. Many, many fruits. A lot of fruit, wow. So for those who are wondering, I do not have the black fig fly here. Has not arrived here yet. Don't know when it will arrive, but it has not arrived yet, which is nice. Oh. All right. Yeah, look at this holes these ground squirrels have dug. You keep working on them. Okay. Let's take a look in here. So I think this is my biggest tree. It's quite large, quite large. This is Coldedom Noir. Giant tree. And you know, it really is where it's planted. It's in a good location, good soil. And then I think notably there's chickens in here, right? And so they're pooping all over. And I think that really has made a difference because these trees in this area, with the exception of maybe that one, have really grown. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna eat that, but that's looks like a ripe fig. Let me see if the chickens want it. Oh yeah, they definitely want that. Look at that. That chicken's running away with the fig. Oh. Okay, hold on. I got some figs here. Here's one. Got some ants on it. Lots of ants. Ants are taking over that one. I got some more up here though. Let me see if I can grab that one. Oh. Oh yeah, I got a couple of them here. Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, look at that. Oh. Yeah, these figs are starting to ripen. Got a couple up there. Kind of too high for me to reach though. These are a few others here. Oh, let me grab this one. There. Got another one. All right. So several Coldedom Noir figs, that's good. These are well known as being very tasty figs. This is Sucrette over here. Let's see if I can find a ripe sucrat. It's not ripe. I don't know. I don't see one. I don't see any ripe sucrats. And then this tree, this other one, this is probably my second biggest. This is Angelito. I don't know if that's ripe or not. Let's see if I can find a ripe one. I've actually never had a ripe Angelito. This will be my first year ripening figs off this tree. Maybe. It might be ripe. I could use a little more time. Oh, here we go. There we go. Yes. That is a ripe one. Right there. Very nice. That's another one that might be kind of ripe. A little unripe. Let's share that with the birds. Oh, it looks kind of ripe, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. He's like, this is mine. This is mine. Don't bother me. Oh yeah, that's a ripe one right there. Yep, get some ripe Angelitos today. Some ripe Col de Dame Noirs. Oh yeah. Ooh, this one. Look at that. Wow. Very nice. That looks fantastic. Okay, well, with that. Oh, the white one stole it. All right. Okay, let me take these. Let me take these back to the house. Looks like I got a bunch of good figs here. I do have a little section with some more trees, but it's kind of overgrown, and I'm wearing shorts, so I don't want to go in there right now. But yeah, it looks like I got a lot of really good figs, some that I've never had before. So let me try these ones that I have here with me now. All right, so I got the Angelito here, and a little bit of spoilage on this one. You can see kind of in the center upper portion there, but let me try to eat around that. Wow, really very strong strawberry flavor, really good. All right, so next is the Col de Dame Blanc. You can see a really dark color on these. Interesting, this looks very ripe, but it doesn't look spoiled at all. So let me try this one here. Wow. Yeah, amazing that retains its flavor without spoilage. All right, I got the cherry cordial here, and I've actually tried a few of these here just a minute ago, so I'm gonna go ahead and try this one. So this is a very interesting fig. I've actually never had a fig that tastes like this before. Wow. Yeah, I understand now why people say that this is one of their favorite figs. It just has such an interesting flavor, a lot of cherry flavor, and it just feels like it just sort of punches you in the mouth. It just like explodes with cherry flavor in the mouth, and I don't know if it's acidity or what, but it just really has a strong punch to it. But almost like sour and then sweet, and more sweet at the end and sour at the beginning. But really interesting and really good. Yeah, I understand now why people like that fig. I really feel like it. Yeah, it's turns out to be very productive here for me. I've heard other growers in California say that they really like cherry cordial. I just did not have much luck with it at all in Virginia, and I have not heard of many growers outside California really having success with that fig. I've heard of some people ripening figs off that tree, but not really people having a lot of success with it. But here in California, it's different. Of course, those I'm sure those were caprified, but that is a really tasty fig to grow here where I'm at.